Hi, I'm Andy, this is Project Car Haven, and today we're back on the Legnum fitting some new wheels. To start with, the wheels are going to need a thorough clean. Have all of the remaining wheel weights removed and sand back the curb rash and scratches before giving them a new coat of paint. To help with this, the two remaining tyres need to be removed, which needs to happen anyway due to dry rot and flat spots making them useless. These original wheels are 16 inch and the replacement wheels are 18 inch from a CJ Lancer VRX. The offset should be fairly similar even though they're off a front wheel drive car. The all-wheel drive setup on this uses a similar offset. The wheel's only 1 inch wider. Even though the tyres are no good, we can still throw one on to see what it will look like when they're completely refurbished. I think once the coilovers arrive and we get it lowered a little bit, this is going to look pretty mint. Well, it seems pretty strange that I'm standing in front of Celica while we're talking about wheels to fit on the Legnum. There is a reason for that. It's because those scenes were filmed months ago and things have changed. Still got the wheels for the Legnum. They just need to be cleaned up, resurfaced and repainted. So that's still going ahead. The tyres have been removed from those other two wheels, but may as well kill two birds with one stone because I now have wheels for this vehicle too. So there are all new tyres for the wheels for the Celica. I managed to pick up some Enkei turbo meshes from the 80s to suit this, kind of period correct. 14 inch, they'll suit the style I'm going for on the car. They do need a bit of work, but obviously they need different work to the Legnum wheels because they have tyres on them and they don't have the same damage, but they do need refinishing. So first step for these is going to be some degreasing and then pressure wash all the loose paint and crud off of them. And then we'll work on refinishing the Legnum wheels, clean up the Enkeis and get them ready for paint. So first I'm just going to remove the wheel weights from the Enkeis and get them rebalanced later. Next we give them a thorough degreasing. Realised I've got some wheel weights to take off for the Legnum wheels too, so I'll do that while all these are soaking. Just bringing the wheels under cover because they were drying out too fast out in the sun. A bit of a scrub, try and get all this filth off. Right, the backs of these wheels are probably the worst faces out of all of the wheels to put together, so this might take some extra scrubbing.
later.
So all the wheels are clean and dry. Next step, I'll be working on the Legnum wheels, removing the gutter rash first with a flap disc on a grinder, and then the smaller scratches I'll remove with some sandpaper. I did the same thing in a previous build series on Mercedes wheels. The bad gutter rash needs to be ground down because it would have gone by hand sanding, but would have taken way too long. Let's knock the center caps out and get started. Using a 40 grit flap disc on a grinder, all the material that I take off from where the rash is, I need to take off an even amount around the whole surface of the wheel to attempt to keep it sort of balanced. Now it's not perfect, but it is quite a lot better. Now to do the rest. I moved on to a worn out 80 grit to smooth out the edges further. I also need to hit these deep scratches on these spokes here and a bit of 120 sandpaper to really smooth it out before repainting. So they're all ground down, all the deep scratches are gone. I've sanded them, all the fine scratches are now gone, the wheel rims are now smooth. Got to hose off all the metallic dust, let them dry again, and then can get around to painting. While we wait for those Legnum wheels to dry, I'm going to start prepping up these wheels. Now these ones are going to be treated a little bit differently because they've got the tyres on them. They don't need any grinding because the edges aren't curbed, but I do need to protect the tyres from overspray because I don't really want paint on the tyres. So what I'm going to do is do the back sides first, flip these over, mask up the tyres and get ready to lay down some black paint to hide that original gold, make it a nice even finish.
20 minutes later.
So that's the Enkeis all masked up, ready for a bit of paint on the back side of the wheels. I've also covered where the face of the wheel sits on the hub. Let's get to it. Now while the paint's drying on those wheels, I've got to scuff these up with a Scotch-Brite ready for new paint so it's keyed in and will bond well, and then rinse them again, wait for them to dry again. I should have done that before, but my memory's going. So all the Legnum wheels are masked up, like so, because I don't want overspray on the inner barrels. They can just remain old silver dirty. I'm going to lay some paint on the bare metal areas of the wheels. Then I'll do full coats. Hopefully I have enough paint. I only have 1 3/4 cans. I don't think it'll be enough, but we'll see how far we get. So the approach for painting the front faces on these wheels is a little bit different. The masking tape didn't want to stick to the tyres, so I've had to use some playing cards to protect the rubber. I'm going to apply paint to the entire face, and then once the paint's dry, I'm going to remove the excess over the faces I want to be silver with some thinners. Now I've wiped off all the paint with some thinners on the higher surfaces, and the paint's not quite cured yet, but I'm going to use a Dremel tool to just shave over the top of the lettering where it says turbo mesh on the wheels, so that stands out a bit more. I'm not using a wire brush because that would take off paint from the outer edges and I want them to really stand out, so just flat grinding on the top surface with this will do the trick.
So once I started grinding, I saw a pop of gold from the original wheel surface and thought that might make a nice contrast compared to the rest of the wheel. So in order to save it, I stopped grinding and then just cleaned up the lettering with some thinners.
So the Enkeis that are supposed to go on this need a bit of polishing on those silver chrome surfaces. And I'm going to cheat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the wheel onto the car, start it up, put it in gear, let it spin, then just hold some sandpaper on the spots I need to be cleaned up, smooth it out, and then I'll clear coat. Shiny. Now that the paint's had a few days to cure, I'm going to lay down some clear coat, but I'm going to wait till night time so the temperatures are a bit lower. Paint won't flash off as fast and hopefully level out and give a much clearer, cleaner finish. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, well, that's all the wheels brought back onto the table. All the clear coat's touch dry. It's going to continue to cure for the rest of the week. So the faces of these wheels are all clear coated to seal them in. These are obviously painted, clear coated. Center caps refitted. I still have to remove the masking, which shouldn't take too long. I'll get onto that now. So that's the masking all removed. Obviously these wheels need new tyres, so I'll get those ordered and fitted, and the next time we'll look at these is when I'm getting ready to fit them to the Legnum, once I also fit the coilover suspension that needs one of the front shocks rebuilt as it's leaking oil. These guys here are pretty much ready to go on. I said I was going to wait until the car was all done before I put them on, but I don't know about you, but I kind of want to see what they look like now they're done, at least on one side of the car, just to see how it all looks. So there is a discrepancy in size between the hub and the center bore of the wheel. That's about 75.1 mil, and that's about 60.1 mil. You don't want to put the wheel on without a hub-centric spacer, because then the wheel's supported and centralized by the wheel nuts alone. If it starts wobbling loosen wheel nuts, you'll waller out the holes in the wheel, it'll fall off, you crash, maybe die. Not good. So I ordered some hub-centric spacers from eBay. So the OD is 75, will fit the wheel. The inner is 60, will fit over the hub. That will then support the wheel on the hub. It'll be nice and safe. It's going to sit that there on the hub and fit the wheel on. Also got some black wheel nuts to suit. And these are the old hubcaps. I do have new ones which look pretty similar, but I bought some Enkei badges to go over here. I know it's not factory, but the standard center caps for these wheels secondhand are about $500, and that's just a bit too much money for me to spend. Just for demonstration purposes. Alright, so the front end is sitting up pretty high because that's brand new suspension and shocks, hasn't really been driven on, and also it's just been jacked up, so that's probably sitting at full height. That will settle in time. The rear from here actually looks really good. I'm happy about how these wheels turned out and how they look on this car. So the rear wheels are 14/7 with an offset of 10, and they're running 205/60 profile tyres. The fronts are 6 inches wide with an offset of 15, and they're running 195/60s. That looks really good. Fills out the guard well. I'm not mad about that at all. Looks a bit goofy because it's sitting high, but the fronts actually look really good there too. I know I said I was going to wait to sort of put the wheels on until the body was all done, but seeing it like this is good motivation to keep going. Lets me feel like I'm doing something right with this car. So I did a little experiment and I painted one of the old hubcaps black just to see what it might look like. I'm not sure. Sorry, should I leave them chrome or switch to painting them black? I've also ordered some Enkei badges to go into the center caps there. I'm not really sure. They might suit the black, they might look good standing out from the chrome. Tell me what you think in the comments anyway. So not bad for $800 with tyres. I'm going to swap the stock wheels back on because I don't want overspray going on the new wheels, and they'll get put aside until all of this is fixed, and then I can put the wheels on, do the interior, register it and drive it, I hope. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in the next one.